And we are back with another episode of Twofortheculture. I'm Justin Devonte.
I'm Stephen Ray.
And yes, sir, we are back. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. It's a beautiful day. It's been a lot of beautiful days lately.
Yeah, I can't complain. I see you on Instagram exercising.
Y'all, yeah.
You feeling great?
Yeah, I feel like really good.
You fasting still, or are you done?
Fasting?
Well, no, because I saw you eat, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I ain't fasting. I haven't fasted yet. I probably should. But
Oh, okay. I thought you was like doing some type of fasting, but maybe
no, I ain't fasting. I just quit vices and shit like that. So I feel amazing.
I got you.
Yeah.
I saw, you've been putting out some videos and they've been making some movement.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. My first couple, it's kind of like going to the gym, you know, when you haven't been in a long time and you can't like think about going too hard, just show up.
Right.
You know, so my first couple, usually those are the hardest ones. It's like getting out there and like, I don't be knowing what I be feeling like I'm everybody else, like that doesn't know me, like picture you never met me or whatever. And you're like, how did he think of this joke to put in here? I be thinking that, like showing up on day one again, like that shit, it makes me feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I got you.
Yeah, but after the first week, then now I have more of a flow of what I'm doing. So yeah,
I got you.
I feel good. What you been on?
Same old. Nothing's changed in a week or so. You know, so I've been living life. Life's good so far. So I can't complain. No new updates.
Yeah.
But on that video, since it is creating a lot of movement.
Which one?
The Sydney Sweeney joint.
Yeah, I did two of them.
The one I'm speaking to is like when he's like barking like a dog on the Onlyfans. When I guess because that's coming from Euphoria.
Yeah.
Did you watch the episode of Euphoria?
Nah, it just dropped.
Oh, okay.
Like yeah. So I'm very in tune with social media at this moment. So if something's happening that day, because I have so much stuff going on, like I'll try to just make sure I do like one that day. And usually, I mean for the past week, like whatever's going or being talked about that day, I'll try to do that exact thing.
Right.
To catch.
Right.
So I woke up and I saw her being dragged by a collar or some shit. And I was like, I'm doing that shit today. And Euphoria is so big that the episode dropped on Sunday and it was immediately up for download.
Right.
So yeah, I just had the whole episode.
And what determines a viral video for you? Like, is there a certain amount of viewership that you? Because would you classify this as a viral video?
I classify it as like it hit, or like
Okay.
All right, cool, that's out of there.
Okay.
Like when it was 5 minutes and that shit, I checked back and it went from like 700 views and I refreshed and it said 10,800 and I was like, this is out of here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
So I classify it as out of here, but since I've actually since I've actually been viral, like with the Hurt Bait thing and the it's like 2 or 3 videos where it got like 15 million.
Okay.
Like those are like viral. Like it's beyond me. It's beyond Reysosilly. It's just out, you know, and I have no control over this video. That to me is like the definition of viral.
Okay, I got you. So when other news outlets or Instagram pages pick it up, and that page has a lot of viewership, is that
it's just
along the lines?
Yeah, it is, but I mean like an excessive amount. Like you would know, people who not even on social media knows what viral is because like you'll remember certain key points. Do you remember the "Why the fuck you lying, dude"?
Right. Yeah.
Viral.
Yeah.
You probably don't know no more of his videos.
Yeah,
but
that seems like that's the extreme.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it has to be that extreme.
To me, that's what viral is.
Okay.
Yeah, I only did it like twice.
Okay.
I've been in this shit for like 15 years.
Okay.
It's not easy to do.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'll but it's also relative, you know, like to the conversation. Somebody might have like 500 views and be like, damn, you got 1 million in a day? It's crazy. And like, yeah, that's viral to them, but
right.
It's relative.
And how would you feel if you like was like a national meme, like how Jordan has a crying face? They always like picture you, whether good or bad. Would you appreciate
I
that,
made it.
or would you like, you know, everybody sees you, so you're, like, hey, this is him at 50 years old. You remember this guy?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh, that's too funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So would that be like, hey, I made my mark on the world, or is it more of, hey, this will be a nuisance because whatever I do, everybody's going to see me as it's me.
Um. All attention usually dies out, but I'd be happy with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's not like I just took the trash out. Now I'm trash man, for the rest of my life. So yeah. No, I would fuck with that. That would be kind of cool to add that to my repertoire.
Even if you was like on a like a Real Housewives type of thing, and it was you like crying on it.
Oh
shit.
Yeah.
And like every time you do it,
oh man,
it's
you
that
like
memory.
the Will Smith joint with
right,
the Jada
right.
and the Will Smith. And he's just like the
with the red eyes, like teary.
That would kind of be annoying eventually. Okay. Yeah, it depends. Social media is left and right.
I got
you. So it would either way. I would know outside, not outside looking in, but if I zoom out of the situation, I would know I have some type of motion to be. It could go either way. It could go either way, but usually in situations like that, there's already a person who has motion, and then they do a face, or like Michael Jordan or Will Smith or whatever, and then it happens. But then of course there are other things where you just normal as hell, and that shit just went viral. Like the dude, you know what I'm talking about?
Right, yeah.
You don't know who this nigga is.
Or the dude with the kind of arm photo with the phone in his hand.
He's super fucking viral. Yeah. Or like, that's too funny. I wonder what he was doing.
Right, exactly.
That was too funny.
Yeah.
But
I did have a question on that video as itself, because it just kind of sparked a thought in my mind. Sydney Sweeney, Onlyfans.
Right.
So I assume you would not date knowingly that somebody you're pursuing has an OnlyFans. Would you date them or no?
Nowadays, it would definitely. I don't think I would.
Okay.
I don't think I would. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. 'Cause I did before, and like, it was like one of them situations where like I got with the girl, shit got hard for her. She was in an environment at that time where everything was overly sexualized around her. Everything, her friend group, everything, to the point where bills started to be due, and like a whole bunch of stuff was going on, to where I could understand somebody allowing pressure to make them make like a decision, because most of them people, they be feeding their families with that shit. It ain't just like they just popping pussy and then like that's who they are. Even when they sign off, they might be like very respectable people. Well, I'm just saying, I've seen more than what I thought that was. Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Actually, having done that though, and thinking that I was never going to do that, and having done that, and what that kind of felt like on the other side of it, is just like I'd rather not like do that shit again.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. Like if I end up dating a girl and she don't tell me, and I'm like, fuck, I just dated 2 girls with OnlyFans now.
Right. Yeah. And that's why I led with knowingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can, it's harder when you don't know what's happening. You fall in love with somebody, and then you figure out this other side of them.
Yeah.
And
I couldn't do it.
That's very tough to handle with.
No, I couldn't do it. Yeah. Now I think about it and like what that felt like, and nowadays, like just because I went through that already, I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because you're just being marketed, bro. Like you're being marketed to other. I mean, to get your money, all that, that's cool. But like, I'm a very like, I love my woman. Like I don't want nobody else messaging her. I don't give a fuck if all the messages are AI. Like, I get it. I get the hustle. I get the grind and all that. But it's just like other people feel like they got access to my woman. That doesn't make me feel good.
Right, I understand.
Yeah, even if it's fake. Right. Even if you run it up a check and it's not even you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that. I understand that business wise. However, I don't want no other nigga, like, we walking on the street and be like, man, I be talking to you. Like, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I hear it.
That's just me. But, well, would I have fun with something? Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
I got you. Because that really brought me into, if you could build a wife, what preferred occupation would you want her to have?
That's hard.
Like, I'm just saying, for your lifestyle, is there any skills that you would want her to have to, better y'all as a couple?
It's really just like a moral thing.
Okay.
Like, it's not like she could be a veterinarian.
Well, she can be a lot of things, but I'm saying, if you're building this person, what would you prefer? Like, for example, like, hey, I would want somebody who's a teacher because I want my children to be well educated, and I know that's going to be, overemphasized because she teaches for a living.
I don't know what the job would be, but I have seen situations where a man gets with a woman, or there's a married couple. Like, for instance, Ryan Coogler and Zenzi.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell off rip that Zenzi makes Ryan Coogler better. Like, it's kind of undeniable when you just look at the aura of both of them. Mm-hmm. And that is kind of like a helpmate. Or like a teammate in life. It's not necessarily a specific job, but how they are as a person, if it could like elevate me, then I want whatever that is.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about you?
Well, I want to add on.
Okay.
A couple things. Like, teacher is like, if I'm, like I said, building somebody, then a teacher would be nice.
Why a teacher?
For the reasons I just mentioned, in terms of like educating our children. I don't love the idea of how public schools are, in terms of like, it's this, this systematic situation that they're in. Kids have to sit there all day. Mm-hmm. It's then education is not that strong in terms of like how much they pour into the kids, and I'll speak to my city in Nashville in general, that it's really kind of piss poor, if you ask me. So something outside of that, somebody who is a professional in that area would definitely be nice. A healthcare background would be cool.
Why is that?
For all the reasons you could guess. Knowing more about the body is always going to, you know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want that? Yeah, like, hey, has professionals, I don't hate to use the word expert, but because they, it's experience, I should more say. Experiences dealing with people on a day-to-day basis, ailments, all that stuff. Collectively, you add on to the knowledge. You're like, hey, you know what? I've seen this particular issue with some of my patients. You should try this. And just that extra knowledge always helps. Real estate background would be nice. Like, maybe, some type of, you don't have to be a realtor, but you can also, be management of an apartment complex, just having that knowledge. And I feel like
how to get money.
I mean,
or like why that?
Well, I'm saying that in terms of, because there's property that I may want to invest in and build that together, and you already have the know-how to, you see leases on the day, kind of what to look for that I may miss. So having that person that you trust would help too. So yeah, those are the ones that kind of came off. Of course, a lawyer. You never know what's going.
Really?
What can happen. If I'm building this person,
win them arguments.
Huh?
She's gonna win them arguments.
And
I'm
I'm
just
cool
playing with
with somebody who's going to challenge me on things as long as it's logical and makes sense. No, okay, all right, you can win if I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, I was just
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, of course.
But no, that's that makes sense. Yeah, it's sort of the same.
Yeah.
Just like elevating whatever you already kind of want for yourself in life.
Right,
It's
right.
kinda what
Yeah,
sounds like.
exactly. Something that's going to add on as a whole. Like I said, these are like if I'm building a person, they don't have to necessarily have these traits for them to, be my wife. But, but sure. But you're saying because the things that you mentioned were more personality based.
No,
Because you're like,
I didn't
hey,
say anything about personality.
well, I'm just saying you're like, hey, I don't know what Ryan Coogler's wife does,
Right.
but you can tell she elevates him.
Right. It's the same thing if you saying if you are looking to put in real estate and she knows about it or whatever, that's helping you in a way. It's helping both of y'all like reach a new height.
Yeah, but
That's not a personality.
Well, I'm saying in terms of, anybody with an occupation can elevate you. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to have an occupation to elevate you.
Right.
So I'm saying that's who they are. So that's more to the person, not to their job. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, you try. Okay, just a specific job versus who they are.
Exactly. If you could build a wife, what preferred occupation would you want her to have?
I still stand on what I say.
Okay,
I don't
so
really have
so my follow up question to that is so she can be you work in a warehouse late night shift, and as long as she elevates you, that's cool.
I mean, eventually, if I meet her there, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. I ain't judging on nothing, but like, I've been with, I remember two different situations where I was with a girl and she had a lot going for herself, but like, it didn't motivate me at all, just because of like how they made me feel in general. And then there was another girl who was jobless, lost her shit, and not lost it, but like they were doing a bunch of stuff. She didn't have a job at the time when we got together, but when I got with her, I wanted to work all the time. Like that was the first time I ever wanted to like leave the house and work hard as fuck just so I could come back, like, have my shit done so I could just chill, you know what I'm saying? And it was motivating me, and she didn't have a job. So yeah, I think it's like a moral thing. Like, do you have the qualities of, kind of going back to what you're saying, like a wife? Like, some people some girls just want to be a wife. Now that doesn't mean like they ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah. So they can have ambitions and passions and this and that. But they also have qualities that just elevates, the mind of a man, or at least their person.
But there are jobs that you couldn't do if that was her occupation. For as like, hey, I won't date a person who does this thing, or every job is on the table.
I mean, OnlyFans.
And sell outside of selling her body, like working at a strip club, or not working at a strip club, being a stripper.
It's like, I respect the grind and hustle. It's just me. Like, I can't have another nigga just.
Okay.
So
what if she was a bartender at that strip club?
I could deal with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Would I like to? Not really.
Mm-hmm. What if she was a security guard for other rappers?
Why is she so big?
She may have an MMA background.
MMA background. I think I could deal with that.
Okay.
I've heard of jobs that men should look out for. It's nurse.
Okay.
It's flight attendant, and I've talked to a few flight attendants. Not saying like try to date, but like I had conversations with them, and that shit checks out.
Yeah, I feel you.
That shit checks out.
In terms of what was the story?
It makes sense, bro. Like fucking couple hours, it's a whole new fleet of people. It's only one or two women on the. I mean, like there's only a few women that's going back and forth on this thing. So just as a man, I'm sure you remember a time being on a plane, like, oh, she's cute, or whatever.
Sure.
Right, but I'm saying like, in that week, do you know how many of you she sees?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Like I've had conversations with some flight attendants, and that shit checks out.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yep.
So they're like, we hoes.
No, not that. But it's just like, man, just want to, any caliber of man, they all on this flight. So like, it's kind of like going to the club and being pretty.
So they having sex with them. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, so what you?
I'm just saying. I'm saying. Well, the one that, or the conversations that I had, at least with one of them. Nah, she wasn't, but she knew that she could.
Of course.
Yeah, she was getting money out of plenty niggas.
I mean, okay, that sounds like a lot of women that down. That's not just towards flight attendants.
I'm just saying in terms of a woman who's working in a cubicle versus a flight attendant. That flight attendant has a lot of play.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
So flight attendant, nurse. I ain't really talked to many nurses.
Okay, so if she's an Uber driver, that's cool.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Get your money. I mean, I can't have because once I told myself, man, I don't know about like a bartender at a strip club. I've said these things. I don't know about a girl who on OnlyFans, but I ended up dating these women. So it's like me just straight up saying, nah, I can't date it. Bro, I might go to the coffee shop, see a girl. I'm like, oh, I really like her. 3 weeks later, I realized she's a flight attendant. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, I guess it's for the plot.
Yeah. And these aren't going to be absolutes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
like, yeah,
But
somebody.
it's a little, the dogs be doing when they be hearing.
Yeah. And your spidey senses tingle a little bit. Like, hey, this is I don't want to say absolute red flag, but it may be caution, it may be orange.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on the girl. It depends on how she feels about you. Depends on how. Again, I still don't trust. I mean, it's sad to say, but like I don't trust women to the 100%.
What do you mean?
The bar of like 0 to 100. I don't really trust a woman to 100%.
Like break it down a little bit more.
Just anybody can do whatever that they want to do, and I've heard so many stories and seen things to where it's just like I would have to be so locked in with a woman to like fully trust her, and even then, probably in the back of my head would be like, if something happened, it's gonna eventually come out. Yeah, not like, oh, I trust her 100%. Like, that's my woman. She would never do.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
I don't know if I could ever say that.
Okay. How long ago was it to where you felt like that? Like
I'm feeling like that for years.
No, I'm just saying, felt like, hey, my woman would never. Like you had
maybe
that
high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then like you never know.
Okay, so yeah, has there been times where guys like reported back to you like, hey, bro, you need to watch out for your girl?
No, that's embarrassing.
Okay.
But just stories would just eventually come out. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, those things like, all right, boom, we break up. You immediately go to somebody. How did that happen? Like, there was clearly something in play beforehand. And then you start putting the clues together. Or I'll hear from, I've heard stories like from girls that I've dated and just shit that just be happening, bro. It don't matter if you got that girl location. No, one time I heard about a girl who was engaged with a man, and her dude had her location, and all he knew was she was over her friend's house, and he knew the location of the friend, and this girl's fucking on a whole nother nigga at her friend's house.
Damn.
like it don't matter if you have. Now again, this is a certain type of woman, sure. So, but yeah, it don't matter, right? Like it don't matter if you got this girl location or you could have everything on her. You know, you could put a chip in her pussy. Like she'll find a way around it. So, you know, that's just my mindset, and you know, that's not every woman for sure. But because I've heard stories like that, and yeah, shit like that is just kind of hard for me to just, you know, look like what's that nigga name? The Titanic.
Jack.
No, the dude who played on top, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to like stand on a ship and be like, I trust her. Like,
I got you.
I can't. I trust you as much as I can.
Okay, I got
You know, yeah. I
And-
feel like I'm more trustworthy than. Well, I don't know. Again, it's not every woman, but I always had this thing in the back of my head that's like, it don't matter. It don't matter how much I got on this girl. Like, if she want to do something, she gonna do something.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. And you said that would probably never go away.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the higher that I climb in just as success, I feel like I'll see worse and worse.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I got you.
Usually a lot of men, or not a lot of men, but I've heard from a lot of successful men, usually all of them who don't get married, who don't whatever, all of them niggas scarred because of what they done seen.
But
it's probably still a certain type of woman though.
But it's not that you're choosing wrong. It's just that you can never really tell who that person is.
I think it's just circumstances. I think, yeah, a girl can be super in love with me and tell me she'll never leave and da-da-da-da-da-da. But, like, if I start doing shit that creates turbulence in the house, I start to be looked at a different type of way. Or if this other man starts to be more attractive than he was a month ago. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just certain things change.
And I guess my real question is, do you think you lead with your eyes too much?
Lead with my eyes? No.
Or that's just kind of natural for him?
I think that men are visual, physical beings. So I think off rip, sure, but I've grown from that though. Like getting with a girl just cause she pretty, like that shit dead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like I walk around happy now. Like I would love to stay that way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter how cute or fine she is, whatever. Like I feel that everybody on earth has, you know, their good side and then this other side to them, and it's how you balance it out with yourself individually, and then from there you got to balance that shit out with your partner, and that's what makes relationships.
Okay, I understood.
Yeah.
Do you have anything, or I can continue cooking? I just wanted to give you a.
What did you think about that though? About all that. What was the last question?
I'm not really sure. Yeah,
Me either.
yeah. But I'm gonna continue cooking, and then
All
we're
right,
going.
all right.
Yeah. So I apologize if I've already asked this question on the pod before. But could you date a woman with a bald head?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. No, you ain't never asked me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could. It'll be new.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like that's a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
In general.
Okay. So I really have a follow up because it's such a random thought, obviously, and I just want your opinion on it. So I think this was actually a question on a previous podcast, and I can kind of tell you where it came from. But I think when a woman all of a sudden shaves her head bald, it's a sign of like a mental health breakdown / issue. How do you feel about that? Do you agree? Disagree? The times that you've seen it, I don't. You know what I mean? Like most of the times when you hear about it, you see it. It's typically that. Yay or nay?
No.
Okay.
Not for the most part.
Okay.
Britney Spears, yes.
Okay.
I think she had something going on, and then all of a sudden she was just bald.
Right.
But from people that I've heard where there was a time frame where they hit the low cut or whatever. It was kind of like a new beginning type thing.
Right.
Yeah, but not like a breakdown. Just wanted something new. Like, I feel like maybe all not a mental health breakdown, but like I feel like they just wanted to just restart, hit the restart button.
Okay.
On their life. So there could be trauma behind that. There could be this terrible relationship, and it ended, and then now they want to rewrite their story or walk into this new chapter. But I think usually, from what I remember, I think usually from the stories that I've heard, it was just more so. It was from a sound mind. It wasn't like.
Like, for example, do you have one that you can?
Yeah, I've heard once of the breakup thing. Mm-hmm. Like, had probably been in a relationship with somebody for a long ass time, and it didn't go well, and then some type of trauma probably with that or whatever. And then when all the dust settled, and they got their new life and kind of figured themselves out. They just kind of it's like a stamp to a new chapter or whatever, and then like kind of shave the head.
Okay, so
I've heard that story I think a few times.
So I'll speak for myself. When I see somebody that shaves their head, there's kind of the best reaction towards that is she's still pretty. It's not she looks better than she left off. Do you agree or no?
I think with some people can look better.
Okay, I'm okay.
I was a fan of when Keke Palmer shaved when she went with the low cut.
We were talking about bald headed.
You talking about bald?
Yeah. There's different.
Talking about straight bald?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like there's a buzz cut. There's not like there's a little up top, and then she's saving the sides or whatever, and it's a fresh look. I'm saying like. She looked like my shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like yeah. To where it's not like, hey, I can see myself in her reflection of her head. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, she had full hair, to her shoulders, and she cut it all off.
Keke Palmer hair wasn't that long.
That shit was short. I don't know, but the way you describing it, it doesn't sound like it would look like mine.
I've seen a girl.
I'm saying Keke Palmer.
They get lined up. I don't think Keke Palmer getting lined up, but
okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
it's just
like,
a little longer. Like it ain't nothing crazy. But no, I've seen definitely I've seen a girl before in L.A. And she for sure got to go to a barbershop.
Okay.
And yeah,
did you know her beforehand?
I didn't know her before, but she had a whole bunch of videos and stuff. So I would scroll when I was looking through her content one day, and she had hair like months before then. She definitely looked better with the chop. 100%.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So there are some people that just face shape.
Right.
They just look
like
better.
and yeah, what you wind up doing is like you'll say the one situation, and like I always preface these are not absolutes. Yeah, but in most cases they do not look better than where they came off of the chop. Yeah or nay?
I could just only assume no.
Oh yeah.
Like these everybody in my head are like very pretty women. Like
right, yeah.
Very, very.
Yeah, and I think that I feel like the way you answer questions, I have to like preface to say, hey, yeah, there are good women that look bald headed. Yeah. Because I'm always had to play the contrarian because you'll give a media trade answer like, yeah, there was this one chick that I saw 10 years ago.
That's what I'm thinking. No, I don't.
I'm like, bro, you seen plenty of people with bald headed running around.
In my head right now, I cannot think of a bunch of women. The only women that I'm thinking that I thought of that shaved their head. Yeah, it's a good like 4v1, and all four of them was like super pretty women.
it almost just ruins the discussion. Just to have I've been trying to.
That's just my experience.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
You know a lot of girls who done went bald.
I mean, a lot. Yeah. So I know several. Yeah. How about that? I know
All them
several.
hoes chopped. That's what you're saying.
What do you mean?
I'm saying like chopped is in like bad. Like
I mean, do I think
good.
that like I said, most situations they either are going to look, hey, she still looks good. It doesn't look bad on her.
Yeah.
Or it's like, hey, I don't, you can tell this is like not. There's something going on here. Yeah, and like because
your eyes are bigger today.
Like, yeah, like I don't know what it is about you, but it looks like you're struggling. No, but what I'm just saying, typically when there's some type of distress that happens, it may not be a full breakdown to where they're balled up on the floor.
Yeah,
but it's typically a distress, and it's typically, to your point, those new chapter situations.
Right.
The reason why, what reminded me was what we talked about on the old podcast, and I saw something recently that kind of remembered what we discussed, and it came from the situation with Doja Cat when she was getting a lot of flack when they had her, they had that chat room where everybody was saying the N-word to her. I don't know if you remember that. That was years ago, and then she was just getting so much because she was getting a lot of backlash for anti-black behavior, and she wound up shaving her head off. And I'm seeing a lot of these situations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's kind of where that came from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And Doja Cat still bald-headed, looks good. But I don't think that she looked better than not shaving her head. And I've seen countless situations to where this, like, if one day you full-headed and the next day you're not, I'm like, okay, there's probably something going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what are you trying to free yourself from?
I see that.
Right. And I wonder, why is the hair the, unshackling the chains? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder. I think that's the easiest thing to change, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if yeah, I think that's one of the easiest things, because it kind of that, again, I'm not a woman, so this is just perspective. But like it kind of feels like, outside looking in, the length of the hair, not signified, but it relates to time, I think. So like,
Okay.
yeah, that the length of the hair is just like, I'm really just spitting off the top of my head, but I feel like, yeah, that would be years of whatever, and then you could just cut it off. It's kind of like a freeing feeling, I would feel like.
So if you came home to your wife with a bald head, would you think like, okay, everything is fine? No. She just wanted a new cut.
My wife, she
right.
came home with a bald head.
Yeah, you walked in, she's cutting up vegetables, cooking, and then you see her bald headed.
You just offer up and everything is fine already.
As you know it, too.
Right? And then I walk in. I would ask a few questions first, just to make sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's a drastic ass change.
Okay, and just like, everything's fine. I just saw this look.
You good?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like, definitely. I would definitely ask for sure. That's too drastic of a change.
Right.
But yeah, I would ask. That would be one of the first things that I would think about.
And just like, everything's good.
You sleep with one eye open like a motherfucker. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So you recognize that behavior as something that they normally do, because I mean, they're rocking the hair for years,
right? And
then all of this is a sudden change. That's an indication that something in your life is probably not going right, because you never discussed this beforehand. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I may want to try this style or whatever. Yeah. It was drastically this. Mm.
Yeah, just coming home doing that is kind of wild. I would just assume, or I would just think that anybody that I'm with, they would preface the shit. Like, they would definitely say, yeah, I'm thinking about this or da-da-da, and then come home. That's like me coming home with no hair. Like, oh my God. she's gonna leave me.
Yeah. When they cut off their beard and they see their wife's reaction.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, you're so ugly.
Oh my God, I couldn't even. I don't even want to see that shit.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, I've did it a couple times and it don't look great. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
Nah, I could. What made you do that though? Going through something?
Shaving off my beard?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
mental breakdown?
me messing up. And then I was like, man, I might as well take this whole thing off.
Ooh, I almost did that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost did this shit at your house actually.
Yeah, shaving and then just like went a little lower than.
Yeah, I just was playing music and I just grabbed the clippers and then one of the guards real quick, and I didn't check the size of the guard. I thought it was the biggest one, and it wasn't. It was shorter, and that was it. And I was like, wait. And then I tried to do it, and I had to wait like a week and a half for it to like come in. It wasn't too bad, thankfully. Yeah. But I don't know. With me, if I fuck up my hair or whatever, at this point, I just mentally just tell myself it's a new character on my page for like a week and a half, and I'm just doing this. It's gonna grow back. I'm gonna go back to who I am.
I got you.
Yeah, that's my main way of coping with shit I don't fuck with.
You think that when a woman cuts her hair, she be like, "Damn, I should have did this shit."
Oh God. Oh God. It's probably like 9.9 times out of 10.
But now I gotta rock it with confidence because I've already did it.
Bro, I was dating a girl one time and she was like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking about trimming my hair." Like very uppity,
Right.
Very positive. Like, yeah, you know, like I'm really thinking of. She was talking about it for like 2 days straight. Like, yeah, I'm like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep talking about this, just do that shit. And she was in the mirror and she just like sniff. It wasn't even like a lot.
Oh, he was present.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like sniff. She cried for 2 days straight. She cried for 2 days
and blamed you for it. You told me to do this.
Probably one of them in there just to like get it off of her. But hell yeah, she cried for 2 days straight, and that was with somebody who had hair still, like to like, you know, kind of like there, and it was probably like down here at one point. And she trimmed that shit, and yeah, she just started balling. So somebody cut all they shit off. There has to be many women. There's probably a whole thread of women who cut their hair and just like, man, I made a terrible decision.
Right.
Because now you got to grow that shit out. I feel like that is a real tough decision though. Because then now you got to go through the ugly hair phase again.
Right.
Yeah, the meat, like here.
Yeah.
That shit like what, 2 years?
Where it's tougher to style to where you can't do nothing with
no
it. And you
styles.
still gotta grow it. Yeah, I know what you
It's
mean.
either short or
Right. Yeah.
longer.
Yeah. I feel you.
They do not fuck with the little middle, that mid growth period.
Nah, I got you.
Definitely don't fuck with that one.
What you got on your plate over there?
This is a question. Let's see. What happened to you that a therapist would immediately sit up and start taking notes?
What happened like in my life?
Oh yeah, what happened to you that a therapist would immediately like sit up and just start taking notes on you?
I've never been to a therapy session. So,
yeah, I know. But
I'm
saying like if you're in there, you just talking, you just casually talking, and then they're like, "What the fuck? Hold on."
Oh, I mean, so you're asking for like I know the question you're asking. Yeah, and
I mean it can go any way. But.
Right. I mean, I got things that probably are like when we talked about childhood trauma.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's childhood trauma, and I gotta bring that. I ain't all the way prepared to bring all that.
Okay,
out.
cool.
Yeah. But I mean, do I have things where it's like, hey, this is concerning. This probably has to do with his past. Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, a lot of things I accept that it was probably for the better.
Facts.
Because you have some situations to where like, okay, I need to be more humble. Like
right.
I'll look back at the things I do. Like if there's a sense of arrogance, I can have memories like kind of bring me back down to earth a little bit. So I take it as for the better. Now, have I handled it and processed it in a healthy way in the past? Probably not. Yeah. And I have a like in my mind, I want to be perfect, like make the right decision every single time. And when I don't do that, I can be tough on myself as well. And that in itself, as a whole, I can name specific situations, but that thinking as a whole, I'm trying to process and work on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when I would probably bring out specific situations that's happened to me in my life to a therapist, I'm sure that could be like, okay, I see where this comes from. You know, this behavior indicates this. You know, then I'm sure.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts. What about you? You got any stories or?
That would immediately make them sit up and start taking those. Yeah, that's kind of. I'm not sure. I think these next questions would be kind of.
Well, let me add. Do you think that they would sit up when you talk about past relationship?
Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, there were hella lessons in past relationships that I've had to deal with. Yeah, like, and I just recently connected with somebody that I dated that I told you about. Oh yeah, by the way. With that conversation that with the person that I reconnected with, but she said it was like a couple months ago. She was scrolling or some shit. I think on my page, something. Our page, our podcast page, and she just whoop and just clicked on something random, and it was the one where you said, it was the one where you said, if you could take certain qualities from each ex and put them into...
Right.
And then she said, as soon as the video started, you asked that question. And as soon as I replied and said, look, there's probably some exes on the other side of this screen trying to figure out who they are. She was like, oh, she's talking about me. And then like she closed it out and just never went back. And I was just like, damn, that is so funny. Like for that to actually happen. Mm-hmm. But
and I wouldn't even use the word reconnected. It's just something that, you know, y'all reached out and had a conversation.
Yeah,
right.
Oh no, right. Facts. No, it wasn't reconnected like that.
Yeah.
But probably so. Yeah, like I was having a conversation with somebody and I just like genuinely wanted to know, you know, were there qualities about me that it would be the reason that you wouldn't date me again? And I just asked that just because like I'm always still trying to grow and shit too. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I rather like sometimes them hard questions, like they'll never come out because it's kind of like, why would anybody ever tell you these things? So,
because they may swing the block.
They may swing the block, yeah. But I'm saying like in terms of like just if a girl asks you like would there be reasons that you wouldn't date? You got to be like real and honest with her about her shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you would have never probably told her that unless that question arose for real. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and it was just like crazy to think because you know I was in the desert, in the middle of the desert for like a year and a half, and the only places I went was the bar one time and the movies once. So I didn't even have social interaction. I ended up getting a girlfriend like somewhere in that, and she was naming a bunch of qualities about me that I realized I was just rusty with human beings in general. And I was like, damn, it even came to like opening the car door and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, like you ain't even get to fool me for real. You know, shit, I be chilling, you know, with Kaya, my daughter, and then like 95% of the time, it's just natural, just opening the door for her. This is just second nature for me. So with a woman, that's gonna be second nature too. And I'm like, damn, like, I wasn't even doing that for you. You was my girl for real. There was times where somebody would come over, or she would come back from something, and I wouldn't like hug her quickly or show affection. But when I think in my head, when I don't have a woman, or even like now, if I think about a relationship that I want, it's got all of that in it, and I wasn't being none of that. And yeah, I just realized like, damn, like that shit is really kind of alarming. Like how certain situations and the environment and your habits and all, it affects everything. So just me just sitting in a room forever, it can affect a woman needing affection.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. I mean, I totally agree to everything you just said. A lot of that, I feel like that's what I was doing in my own past relationship. Was like, I'm so new to this again.
Yeah.
That there's a lot of things that are probably evident in what I should do that I'm forgetting because our previous relationship from that was like 10 years.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so there's a lot of things that I got to catch myself on because I was never, outside of dating, for the most part, I never had to put a true focus on somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything that you're saying, I can apply to myself, and that's a real situation.
Facts.
Right. Yeah. And to the like one, which is kind of loosely embarrassing to say, it was that I was talking to my mom, and how I was walking ahead of her, and my mom was like, "You better not ever do that again," And then I had to come to her and apologize, like, "Hey, you know what? I did this thing. I'm deeply sorry. I'll do my best to make sure it's not happening again, because that is actually a problem."
That actually in that same relationship, I did that too. I used to walk in front of her, but I got that from the relationship before that one, and like I didn't even understand it, but like I was with the other girl so long, I just kind of based all women off of that situation. And even in that situation, I'm like, why the fuck does she want me to walk in front of her? Like she would actually say that. Like, I'd rather you like guide me. She worded it like that. I was like, oh, okay, like want to be led. Okay, so I walk in front and I da. But in reality, I don't even like it because like I can't see you.
Right, exactly.
And I can't protect you and shit.
Exactly.
So, and then when I got into that relationship, that was another notch on my belt because it's like, why this nigga walking in front of, he don't care about me? But in my head, I'm like, she want to be led. So I need to, it's just crazy. It's like everything affects the next thing. So I mean, communication is super fucking important.
Absolutely. And we're all human. Sometimes we can't always articulate exactly how we feel in that moment too. And as a man, it's like if I say this thing, it sounds so pissy in my head that I can't regurgitate it out loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you say something and that hurt my feelings for real. You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of say, hey, you hurt my feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least I'll speak for myself. It can be that. And so you may tuck it in a little bit. Well, that's poor communication because they may not know what they did wrong and we're tucking it in. Yeah. So they can't make it correct. They can maybe, see the body language and be able to read, what's happening. But to a certain degree, they won't know the full extent. Because they may decipher it as something else. Oh, I must have not did this thing, before he got home.
No, I definitely be saying that nowadays. But I mean, maybe it's the company I keep too that I could like be honest and say stuff like that.
So you have no problem crying in front of your chick?
Oh no, nah, that's gonna take a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm scarred. I'm one of the natural stories that you hear about where like you cry in front of one girl and then that shit don't go right. I don't know, it's gonna be a long time like before I could get that vulnerable with somebody, or it would take a whole lot for me to get that vulnerable with somebody, because I always feel like and this is of course biased because I'm a man or whatever, but I just feel like men can handle stress more than a woman can. And no matter if it's the perfect woman and she makes you feel loved and safe emotionally and you could be super vulnerable with her and all that, I still feel like if I tell you something that's stressing me out, even if you console me, even if it's the perfect day for me and you're the perfect person, you actually uplift me, after that day, my thoughts are now in your head. Mm-hmm. So even if it was perfect and I feel like, damn, she really picked me up and da-da-da-da, now you wake up tomorrow with that shit that was in my head. And it's like, damn, like I could wake up tomorrow, I could feel even more motivated if I gotta like, if I lose my job or some shit. And then like you make me feel like, oh, you got this, da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, you right. Like, what the fuck? I can wake up the next day, but now you thinking about what bills need to be paid. Mm-hmm. We don't need that energy in the house. Mm-hmm. But I put that on you just because I was being vulnerable with you.
Right.
So it's like it's that shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to get over that. Mm-hmm. Knowing that, and I've not necessarily tested it out, but there were other situations that I had with women that were not even that drastic of a level. Mm-hmm. But like I could tell, even if we had a great conversation, after that, damn, them thoughts are now in your head. Mm-hmm. Even if I moved on from it and I'm good now, like now them hoes in your head.
Right.
And we both don't even need that energy to be stuck. Now I got to keep reassuring.
Yeah, right.
Reassure.
Right.
Like if I'd never told you and I would have just got over it that day, you still would have been the same you was a couple days ago.
Would you have no problem if she had it? So if your responsibility to pay the rent,
right?
She had it. How would you feel about asking for the money? Like, hey, I need $1,000.
Even when you said ask, I start twitching inside. Hell no, I don't know. So it's asking. Hey, do you? that shit.
But you know you don't got it though. So where you go? You gonna call your homies first, and then ask your lady?
I wouldn't be. Yeah, living with a woman. And I would have to. I'd have to figure that shit out when I know that shit is coming, and whatever changed, that could be the end result. I would have to deal with it right then,
right?
Because being broke or not having many opportunities or stress when you're by yourself is different from being in that shit and you living with a woman. That is not the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I could go to the coffee shop for 4 days straight,
right,
and be happy. Mm-hmm. If I got a woman in this bitch stressing about...
Well, I'm saying she may got it. You don't know that she's stressing financially.
Oh,
she may be good.
Like, is she I don't know. I think that's like a little notch on my name.
I got you.
Yeah, like, no, it's good.
I got you. You know, so you're not gonna ask.
4 stars, huh?
Yeah, right. So you're not gonna ask.
No.
Do you think she would be pissed for you not asking?
For not asking? Oh, yeah. Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The if I got to the point of living with a woman and all that, she clearly loves me by now and all that. So, you know, to not ask for help and I'm pretty sure she'll be like, "What the fuck? Like, you could have just asked me." Mm-hmm. But nah, just from previous experiences of being not of not having my shit together and being with a woman and not doing everything that I needed to do at certain points and seeing how that shit could affect my entire life. Mm-hmm. But that shit, like, I've been to war and I done came back with PTSD. So hell no, like some start to fuck up to where even a conversation, it's like I gotta ask for, like, that shit just make me feel less of a man.
Okay, so if you speak to that moment, how would you, if you can go back to that moment?
Yeah.
Would you? Because it's hard for me to kind of ask it because without getting like within the specifics of the situation. But would you rather be like, hey, say if you was financially well,
yeah,
would you rather have that or go through the moment that you went through? Like, say if you finances was never an issue going forward in the rest of your life, would you rather not have gone through that and been with that person for the rest of your life, or going through that knowing who she is?
Oh, absolutely that.
Okay.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And all women are not the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
No, I'm just saying, like, all women are not the same. Like, one person might ride with you,
right,
and another person won't. Like the one person, and that's not to say that situation, because that girl gave me too much grace over and over. Like I said, my mama was like, I wouldn't have lasted that long with you.
Right.
So shout out to her. It's like that's the truth. It is what it is.
Right.
But
But
yeah, I needed to see that though.
okay, but
Yeah.
if you're in this one spot to where you'll be in a situation to where you'll never have to see it, going into it that, hey, she may have left because of financial struggles, but this situation, you're financially you're wealthy, you're stronger than you. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I feel like everybody, to stay with somebody forever, we both need to see each other on multiple sides of ourselves. I need to see her when she's stressed out. I need to see her when she's to me, the happiness, the glitz and glamour of relationship, when everything's going well and all that. I don't judge any relationship off of that. It's too easy to get that. I'm saying if everything's going well, you know what I'm saying? If I make $1 million a month, every girl I be with probably gonna be happy. So it's like, the life is always, life is still life, but
Right.
there's so much that you don't even see, if everything is just perfect.
Right.
Yeah. So no, I need to see what they look like, when they're going through something, when they lose themselves. Like, what does that look like? Because if you're trying to marry somebody, you need to see like every fucking thing, or at least enough to where the ups and downs of this person. That after you get married, whatever, that's still a different ball game. But yeah, bro, like they need to see that with me.
Right. But you don't look at some of that stuff and be like, that's a tough situation to put yourself in with me. So
Yeah.
I understand why you left. And
Well,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
not putting straight up finances on that situation, how that went. So I'm just saying, in certain moments of that, it did alter the relationship for sure. But there were other things that were going on that I needed to see. That has nothing to do with money.
And you can, I'm gonna equate it to this, and you can agree or disagree. But say if my homies next to me, 3 dudes, big 6'8" niggas, walk up to me and beat my ass.
Right.
Like, given the state of what's happening, I don't know if I'd be totally mad if my homeboy ran. You know what I mean? Like, because the damage they could do to him as well, I wouldn't. Like, we both got to get put through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I think about when I hear a similar situation. It's like, hey, I'm going through my own stuff that's making you in return a part of it. I ain't going to be totally mad when you leave, because this is a lot to put on anybody.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to get it confused and be like, yeah, everything was about that only, and no,
I got you.
yeah, no, there were other things, and
Right.
yeah, that was one of them though.
I got you.
Facts.
Understood.
I think yeah, it's
We're
an
good.
hour.
All right. Well, this is Two for the Culture. We love y'all. We'll be back.
We'll be back.